Hello, hello, hello. Welcome yet again to another session of D&D. Welcome in, greetings and salutations. I think we pretty much got the folks here. I'm just gonna do a quick roll call and we're gonna get fired up. But yeah, hi. Hope you're having a good day. And yeah, about to get fired up in a sec here. All right, all right. Also, hi, Wyvern. So,
A needle pulling thread.
who can recall what happened last?
What happened last time? We went back to the cave. And we've been fighting skelly boys. I don't remember anything else other than that. All I remember.
We rushed to get back to the cave, right?
We
Yeah,
did.
so we'd be there in the middle of the night.
Oh, you have vision. Be able to
Yeah, so we
see.
ended up sleeping in that first cavern without anything to worry about. And again, when I scouted, I saw a pile of bones next to a giant horn helmet and a giant axe in the first room, but nothing else in there. So we were going to walk by, and then someone was like, oh, I just want to go check this out. Hey, that axe looks like it would fit me, even though the axe was like literally as large as Kaito.
Let's do that.
And upon approach, a giant bone hand reached out of the ground and grabbed it and rose. And then we were fighting, skeleton baddies, like you were saying. But we defeated them, no probs. And as we continued along, there was that, I can't remember what it was called, but like the creepy wall wraith thing that kept trying to like stare us into oblivion. And we kept being like, no, the whole time. There was, what else had popped up that was it there were like skeleton lizard things that had broken out of the frozen water in the other area that we were going to avoid until coming back out, but then they broke out and came to attack us. Was there anything else over there though? I feel like it was just those three things we were fighting at the same time. And when I think of that like wraith horror, I kind of imagine like the people who watched The Ring by the end, you know, their mouths all like way too big. And then yeah, I guess we walked back to the ice thing to check it out, and there was like a hole in it where they had crawled out. So I guess that ice really didn't do much to hold them in place. It just kind of, maybe they were sleeping. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I remember. Did I miss anything?
I don't recall anything else.
I'm going to have to finagle with light sources so you guys can see.
I do remember Price had detected some necromancy in the frozen water. So I don't know if that means that there's a necromancer in here or that they're like auto-animated bones. But yeah, there was that.
Oh. There we go. Positioning the camera so y'all can see. All right. And I do recall people wanting to regroup in the other cave. And Altani, it was looking into the hole where the things popped out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you were gonna tell us what I saw.
So, and we'll pick up from there. So, Altani peeked down the hole where these lizard-like skeleton creatures cropped up from, and a good 10-ish, maybe somewhere between 10 and 15 feet in the ice is like a little bit of like congealed water. So kind of signifying that maybe the entirety of this might not have been frozen.
Like slushy with a cap of ice on it, kind of an idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can give me a perception.
I forgot to pull up my thing, so one sec.
All right. So you would see a dimly lit stone that
Mm.
seems to be just beneath the surface.
Ooh, in the slush, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to get it out, but I don't know if I want to do it. And it's about 10, 15 feet down?
Yep. And as you're looking
Okay.
around, you're the only one in this cave.
Yeah, I'm going to probably not touch a thing in water after everything else that's been happening in the weird water. So I am going to go and take that knowledge with me back to the group. Wherever they may be. Let's see. I
And
think they.
with that continued perception check, as you're making
Ooh.
your way back, you can see out of the
Five.
corner of your eye a very faint glow. Very similar. And this is as you like turn the corner just to the room that the party's in. But just because it's dark, light is pretty visible. You would see like a faint glow float from the ice, the cavern with the ice in it, and it seems to float, I guess, as far as map orientation north,
Oh,
and then
okay.
it disappears as it like goes around the corner.
Okay. Well, as I come in, if I don't see any other baddies, I'm going to come in probably pretty fast and be like, guys, there's a glowing stone in the water, slushy water underneath where those things were frozen. I don't want to touch it on my own because we've all seen what happens. But then as I was leaving, I don't know if it was the thing or if some type of glowy thing looks like it went deeper into the cave. Who wants to go with me and check it out?
Deeper into a creepy cave? Okay.
Well, that and to maybe get that stone out. Also, Price, would you be able to prepare your detect magic so we could see what is going on in there? I was kind of leery about touching or interacting with, the water since it's been kind of creepy around here lately, at least alone. Because what if I was transformed into something that couldn't communicate and you guys thought I was a monster and then you killed me? That would really, really suck.
I like this idea.
No.
When the players give the DMs ideas, thanks guys. But at the end of this cave, and come to the party, you notice that, just about everybody's kind of beat up.
Well, yeah, you guys
Yeah.
probably need a rest. I mean, I really want to go see what's in there, but all right, I'm just going to go at least check and see if that glowing thing's still in the water or if that was what I saw. I'll be back. Is the glowy thing still in the water or do I deduce that that was what had floated around the corner?
Give me another perception. There is no glowy thing in the water. However, you do hear some whispers from behind you.
Oh, no! Uh-oh. Do I need to roll like a wisdom save?
Let's see. Yes, it is a wisdom save.
Oh, no. Okay. Well,
All right. So, on that wisdom save,
on the wisdom fail.
here is an
I feel like
event.
I'm definitely distracted because I'm like looking at the thing and I'm like, I'm on high alert, but there's a few things going on and everybody's kind of beat up. So I probably listened a little too hard to those whispers.
Yeah, well, you would definitely know the whisper, like, as somebody who has had voices in your head, these whispers are not.
Mm. Oh, they're like actual like audible whispers.
Yep, but as you hear the whispers, you also see a shadowy form just meld out of the wall.
Not again. Well, guys, we get
And
to find out
it's
what happens when you fail a roll with these guys.
and there it looks different from the other one. This one is more of a shadow, just a really like ragged looking shadow. Like, you know, you think of a silhouette, but imagine like just wisps going off everywhere chaotically. There's a vague humanoid form, but there's no like legs. There's no like legs that it's walking on. It's just kind of floating as it pulls itself from the wall, almost like clawing out of a pit. And it's looking
dear.
directly at you.
And with that failed roll, did I look directly at it?
With the failed roll, something else happens.
Mm.
So you start off taking 8 plus 3, 2. And you must use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against a creature, but there's nobody else here. So give me initiative. It's a 1v1.
Oh my. All right.
Combat state. There we go.
Oh, this is still, since we hadn't actually done a short rest, this is probably still within the time that we had the mental whispers or the psychic connection that I put on everybody before we went into the back of the cave after our long rest.
Believe so.
Isn't it? Or has it? Okay, so mentally I'm going to shoot out a thought to the party. Be like, hey, if you're in any shape to come this way, careful, there's another wraith, but it's different. I'll hold it off for now, but I could really use backup.
Let's see.
Hopefully I don't die. No.
Hopefully. But first, you take 13 points of psychic damage on your failed wisdom save.
Am I able to use my, what is it? Is it psi bolstered knack or wait, the thing that lets me take half damage? This one?
Evasion?
Hold on. Well, there's a specific thing that I have. Was it reliable talent?
Oh.
Was it evasion? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, that's for Dex.
It's the reaction. Blanking on the name.
Let's see.
Uncanny dodge.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That.
But
Can I
that
use that
says
on
when you
psychic?
get hit by an attack roll.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an attack, but it's not a physical attack.
No, it's a
Well, it was a
save.
save.
Oh, I see. Okay. So,
Alright.
can you explain, just so I understand? So, with something like that, I mean, how
If
is
something
that
shoots a
different from
spell
an
at you
attack?
that
Yeah.
requires an attack roll, if somebody swings a weapon which requires an attack roll,
Okay.
or if something fires a bow and arrow at you that requires an attack roll. Things that are
Okay.
just saves don't count as attack rolls in
Okay.
part because there's no rolls to attack. It's just an effect you save against.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, like in
It's
game,
it's
it would
going
kind
off
of be
like a different.
I feel like
Basically, you're
Hmm?
your defense, like if someone does an attack roll against you, it's going against your AC. If
Right.
someone does something that requires a save, it's going against your actual like save stat, which is separate.
Right.
So it's a saves are more like condition based
That makes
typically.
sense. And I'm kind of thinking of it now as kind of like if you walk into fog and you have to roll a save, like you're not prepared to react against it. Like you don't know that there's anything to defend against. So it would make sense that that would not apply. So cool. Okay.
Mhm.
No problem. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
So
Let's see.
damage was. So yeah, start off with the 13 damage because that was the
42.
start of the fun times. Each feature within 30
Why is that
feet.
not- Oops.
Action now.
My number lock was not working. There we go.
Let's see.
Math is hard, okay?
All right. That. So, since it is ahead of you in the initiative. All right. So, as it, before there was just like whispers and like almost like a compulsion to like your arm kind of moved for a bit on its own without your command or your thought,
Oh no.
but it didn't really seem to do much for whatever that represents. But it is going to it starts out as whispers and it goes to like more of a howl. Not anything that seems like it echoes through the cave, but this one seems just like it's I mean, as a psychic entity, it's more of a psychic howl. So it's like it makes this noise almost just like a babble, but you don't hear any like echoing of it through the cave walls. So you kind of be able to determine that this is more of a mental attack than it is a somewhat sound based attack.
So kind of like
And
what I was dealing with being yelled at in the last kind of tunnel we were in.
yeah, this is just way worse.
Oh dear.
So give me another wisdom save.
And is there anything that I like any reaction that I would be able to do or something to almost prepare myself against it, like bolster? Hey, there we go.
Passing your save.
Hey, yeah.
So you pass, which means until the end
Hey, I'm
of
not
the
yelled
next
at to
turn.
death.
So just half as much damage. Okay.
Oh my god, I still get damage. Okay.
8 plus 1, 2, 3. So 7 points of psychic damage, and you feel as though the babble is so loud. You just like you cover your ears just to try and do what just as a natural reaction. Like this is all happening in 6 seconds. So you're just like
Mhm.
covering your head, covering your ears, trying to like mask out the sound, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work to put your hands on your ears, but you're like mentally fortifying yourself as part of that process. Like the mental, like when you know you're about to get hit, you kind of brace yourself for it. That's how you determine if you can bolster yourself. It's based on the save.
Nice.
And now it is your turn.
Well, let's see. 45. Let's see. Oh, I moved it. It's 30. So I'm going to move and then attack. With my pew pew.
A 12 unfortunately will miss.
Now with a move, do I still have a bonus action?
Yep. You have a
Okay.
move, you have a move action, and well, you have an action, a move, a bonus, a reaction. Yeah, bonus and reaction.
So if I were to attempt to hide, and successfully hide, but then on their turn, would I still get like have to do the wisdom save? Like, would they still be able to attack me even if I successfully hide?
You have no idea.
Oh, okay. So that can vary per creature. That's not like a standard thing.
Correct.
Okay.
Some creatures
Then-
have blind sense, like you do.
Mhm.
Some creatures have excellent sight. Some creatures have true sight. Some creatures just have really good perception. So it's going to vary a lot on the encounter.
Okay. Well, then I would like to attempt to hide. Let's see. Which I think is a cunning action, yeah. So let's see. So I have to roll for dexterity, or I roll against them, right?
So you roll for cunning action. You rolling a stealth check.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Thank you. And then they roll against it, right?
Typically, yep.
Okay.
I think it might be a DC, but I do roll against it. Makes sense. All right, so that was an attack, a move, and your cunning action.
My bonus, yeah. Which I think will be everything unless I have the opportunity for a reaction.
All right. So it's turn. Let's see. Let's have you roll a... They have pretty good perception. See if they roll.
Oh yeah, on my turn, would they have my team had been able to speak back to me?
I would say this turn, like
Okay.
on your, like, so everybody else is getting the beep 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 beep. You're receiving a message.
Mm-hmm. And then a round would basically pass before they would kind of be able to process that and reply. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it doesn't seem to see you, as it seems to float around. Let's see over here. Damn it! Why, mouse? Stop double clicking. Stop it. And it just hovers over there, and seems to be looking for you.
Where you go?
The 3, so that requires sight. And I'm just checking the things that it can do. Says each creature that can hear it. So it's continuing to do like this howling babble. But it doesn't seem like it's locked eyes on you, but this just the sound it's emanating is painful enough. So yep, each creature within 30 feet that can hear it. Yep. So DC 14 wisdom.
Okay.
I probably didn't need to say what the number was, but that's fine.
Hey.
So
All
only
right.
half. For 4 damage. And you'd realize, like, it doing this is not, like, the thing attacking you. It's just the sound that it emanates is
It's
painful.
just its nature. Yeah.
And at that point, the rest of you receive the message. So do with that as you will, rest of the team.
Which, if you remember, is TLDR. Help me, I'm getting attacked. And at this point, I'd probably add on, be like, but careful, because it seems like just hearing this thing can hurt you.
Do we need to roll for initiative now?
If you want to. Because I'm not necessarily sure what you might want to be doing in this time frame.
Well, if I got the call for help, I would be, and I knew where she was headed, so I would be heading that way.
Um, yeah.
Okay. All right, and what's Kaido doing? Kaido's pooping. All right.
Okay.
So we'll finish out this round because this was technically the start of Altani's turn.
Oh, okay. Well, I will be moving to that location on when you told me. I was just counting, and yeah. So let me know.
Yep. So after Altani, it's going to be Vimac. Because you basically got the call this turn. So Altani, what are you doing?
Well, I don't necessarily know how far away I need to get, so I'd probably attack first again. And attacking from hide gives me sneak attack, right?
Yep.
All right.
If it's unaware of you.
Cool. Does that also advantage too on the attack roll, right?
Yep. Well, on the first attack.
Yeah. Hey. I assume that hits.
Yep.
Nice. So, man, that was not as amazing as I was hoping for all of my sneak attack dice, but 14 points of damage.
14 is 14, though.
And then I will also be coming around here. Let's see. I'll move and then hide again. Hey, nice.
All right.
And I guess if I also see Vimac and would mentally be like, hey.
I wouldn't be there yet.
Oh, okay. Well, oh, fair enough. Okay. Then my turn.
All right. Now you would see Vimac.
Okay, so I moved my move. I'm going to go ahead and Misty. No, I'll just double move. Okay. 2, 3. Okay, double move.
All right.
Bonus
Price.
action to Gaze of Two
Oh.
Minds. But yes, that is it.
All right.
I ooze scored. Was I supposed to roll initiative too or no?
I mean, if you wanted, I figured you were pooping.
I'm not gonna comment.
All right. So we'll do a little bit of backtrack since Kaido's first in the initiatives. What's Kaido doing?
I don't know what he knows at this point. I mentally checked out. I'm sorry.
Basically, I called for help because a thing floated out of the wall, and at first I thought it was like directly attacking me, but then I realized it's just like its presence. Like if you can hear it, it will hurt you.
Okay.
So I called for help, but said, but also like, don't get too close. And so I've been like hiding and attacking and sneaking away to try and get like figure out what its range is. Because out of character, I know what its range is. In character, I don't. So
80.
yeah. So as you come up, I'll point, be like, it's just around the corner up there. If we can hit it from afar.
Where?
Remember where the ice thing was?
Yeah.
It's basically in that room. Came out of the wall of the like almost the hallway back. So if you have any options for attacking from afar, I'd recommend it. But worst case scenarios, smash it.
Retroactively, would Price have wanted to lift on my run by? Is he there?
It's up to you. Doesn't matter.
Let me go back. Let me go back. There's 20. For him to climb up, would it be half his movement or half my movement?
Yours. Because you're the one that is actively picking him up.
All right. Half of my total or half of what I have left?
Total. Because that's usually how
Okay.
that kind of thing
All right.
works.
He'll get scooped. So that was 20. So I have 20 left. That takes me to 40. And then he would dash. So I get 10, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. He would stop here. And that would be his action economy. And Price would be wherever he would be around me to be on my saddle. Okay, I'm done. I see it now, though. Sort of.
All right, Price.
Well,
As you've been picked up and dragged along, cape billowing in the wind, hat barely on your head, suitcase at your side. Let's try today. Crap.
Let's see. I'll do Toll the Dead. Actually, let me make sure it's in range. Hold on, sorry. Okay, we're good.
Weird that I added a light in there and you can't see it. Light in there, why can't I see that?
It's still broken.
Let's see. What's the DC? 15.
15.
All right. So it is
Okay,
damage.
hold
So
on.
it's D12s.
Yeah, ignore that first thing. Let me just do 2d12s.
Only 2 at his level. Level 5 is 2. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Oh, and it should be +4.
+4.
Yeah.
4 coming.
My spellcasting modifier.
I don't think it adds that to it.
Oh.
A
Well,
pointed
it's
creature you
on-
can see within range at the single chime of Dolores Audible. Within 10 feet of the target, target must succeed on a wisdom save or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target's missing any of its hit points, instead it takes d12. I think it's
I
just
think it's
2d12.
from. Yeah, you might be right. I thought there was something that added my ability modifier as a druid.
Are you able to take like the warlock thing? Because now that's been opened up to like all cantrips.
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think what it is.
Ah, okay, here it is. Elemental Fury. Add your wisdom
Oh, yeah.
modifier to the damage you deal with any druid cantrip.
Ooh.
Not that it's an elemental skill, but still a druid cantrip.
Oh, and you can easily bake that into any of your damage rolls for those cantrips.
It is. I
Oh.
have to fix that spell.
Oh, 4 more. Righty. It's funny that a spell that does necrotic damage is benefiting from a feature called Elemental Fury.
Right.
Um,
The necrotic element.
is that like the 5th element? All right.
It's the 6th.
Corbin Dallas
So it
Multipass.
works now.
Did Price want to move anywhere? Or is still on Kaido's back?
Probably stay here.
All right. Its turn. "40 feet flight." So this shadowy figure being attacked and seeing other living, breathing aggressive creatures flies forward. It has no legs to walk on, so it just hovers with an uneasy and uncanny movement. And it is going to, continue its howling. So each creature within 30 feet. Calculate. Which would be everybody except for Vimac. gets to make a wisdom saving throw. And it's only half damage. 2, 3. And I need a save from Kaito. Probably pooping. Again. Mm. Which one kind of gets back? We'll figure it out. So Altani, you only take half of that, and it's rounded down. So 5 damage, psychic. And Price, you did not pass, and you take the full brunt of the 11 damage. And Kaito,
Yeah, yes.
wisdom save, please.
Okay. Let me find it. Hold on.
So only half, so you only take 5 points of psychic damage.
And I take the full 5, right?
Just 5.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that is all it can do, so that brings us back to Altani.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot it because it's being a jerk. Oop. It's 15 hit.
Yes, it do.
Sweet.
Yeah, they pass it, wouldn't it?
Call down the high hitting gods. What do we got? Hey, nice. Not bad. 19 points of damage.
Your psychic blade lands squarely into the chest of the shadowy figure, as if it, almost as if it were physical, and it just, all the wisps of shadow unfurl and unravel like twine, like a bolt, like cloth being shredded, and until there is nothingness.
Well, after that, I'll probably drop my arms down and be like, oh, God, that thing was loud. Why do things like yelling at me so much? Well, thanks for coming over, guys, but I guess it all turned out.
Any idea if any more of those could be around?
I mean, that's not the first thing that's kind of melted out of the wall, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's more. And when I went back to check for that glowing stone thing, it wasn't in the ice anymore. So we're probably gonna have to go into the cave and find it. But I'm not feeling so great, so I should probably go to lay down for a bit. You guys, you want to go ahead and try that short rest again?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Back we go.
Yep. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. I almost didn't know
Price is
what
still
was
in this
going on.
battle. He's just getting yeeted along.
And I'll hang out by the door or the entrance so that I can kind of see or hear things that might come that way while I rest, just to be safe.
Are
No,
you
we're
guys doing the
actually
short
the
or long?
rest, right? I think the short.
I mean, unless you guys want to do another long rest, we've not really been awake for that long, but
No,
Yeah.
I
you
would
guys
say
need
just a
to.
short.
Yeah, short's probably fine. I just need hit points. I can stand to be without the other stuff for a bit. I should still have some hours left for us to wander with the psychic thing together.
I will also be resting.
Cause I gotta roll some hit dice.
Yep, sames. Samesies. Okay, so let's see. Cool. Back up to full.
The sounds of rolling.
Look at all those poor low rolls. Oh no.
I don't have many more hit dice left, but I have a couple.
Yeah, I only have 3 left myself. I probably could
I
have stopped
used
it with
3 of my
like
4 left.
only a few, but yeah.
Well, there's the reminder that any inspiration you have is applicable to any dice roll now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I will remember that for next time.
All right, so you take about an hour, get your bearings, center yourselves, bandage up any wounds, wipe off any blood coming from the ears from this thing yelling.
Well, but it would have been psychic, not physical, right? So it wouldn't have made our ears bleed if it wasn't physical.
Sometimes it can.
Or was it so loud that we scratched our own ears because we were trying to get it to stop? Because I could definitely get that.
I mean, however you want to picture it.
Was it really that loud? Because I didn't experience it like you guys did.
I'm gonna stop and think for a minute about how far back you were from me. Be like, if you didn't hear it, but we heard it, then that thing must have about a 30-foot range to it. So we'll keep that in mind for next time. I'm also going to take note of that in the book, so can pass that knowledge along to any other members of our group that might join.
I'm sure nobody's gonna remember. Funny enough, I still have to use this cave configuration for another encounter. All right. Well, you guys get your rest in. What now? Nothing seems to disturb you as you're in here for an hour.
Well, I'm gonna not that one.
Yeah, no.
Let's see if I perceive anything. Do I hear or smell anything?
Nothing
Or
new.
see? Okay. I'm gonna go take a peek and see what I can see out there.
Remember, check the walls.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna stealth my way through a little bit too. Do I see anything of concern
Nothing out
or
here.
hear anything? Okay. Let's take a peek in that room again. Still look clear?
Still piles of bones everywhere. I
But
mean,
they're
would
not
you like
moving?
to go back in there?
Nope. Just checking. Check this entrance again. Do I see any glowing or anything different from in there?
Nothing's changed.
Okay. All right. Well, mentally, I'll call back to the group and let everybody know that so far everything looks clear. And I'm over by the hallway to the water, like frozen lake area. And Price, if you wanted to do some detect magic on the water itself down there, see if that's
We're still in the
safe.
other room.
No, I know. I'm mentally telling you guys.
Oh, I totally
Yeah.
did not miss that.
That's okay. Yeah, I feel like might be good to check and see if that water isn't affected, then the affected water must be coming from somewhere else.
Didn't we
I'm
check
thinking
in that room before as well?
we checked it when it was still full of ice and you detected necromancy.
That's right.
So but you didn't check it after they had broken out. And I'm curious if that glowing stone thing was what had caused like them to animate, or if it has multiple effects on it. So I should have just stayed in there and remembered that I had my mental connection to you guys. But I forgot.
I don't know why the lighting is so. Let me try and
But
fix
I'll
something.
hang out here and keep an eye out while I wait for you guys to join me.
Add a light source.
I'll be back
Price
on.
is gonna ritual cast detects magic.
Just light that up. Yeah, I think the whole party is dark vision, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the lighting for the stream is just wonky, so I'm just illuminating everything. You also have dark vision.
Yeah.
There. Now you guys can see. I don't know why my lighting is so weird. Alright, so you ritual cast, and where you at? You're way down the other cave.
Yeah. All right. Start moving along. I'm assuming not detecting anything yet.
Not within 30 feet. Let's see.
Are these corpses still there? Big bone things?
Yep, they're still there.
Close can I get? So that's within 30. Do I detect anything on the bones?
At this point, no. They are very much inert.
All right, I can see just the very edge of water.
You don't detect anything on the very edge of the water.
And I'll tell him as he goes by, it was about 10, 15 feet down into that pit.
Righty. I'm gonna try and kind of edge a little closer here. 30. See anything here?
You are not detecting any magical effects. Around any visible creatures or objects. With dirt, stone, metal, 1 foot of stone, wood.
I see probably. Oh well, I guess psychically, He would say to Altani, I'm not really seeing anything. And he would turn to Kaito and say the same thing. It's kind of just empty.
I mean, it did bust down. We did smash them.
That's true.
Did you check the walls?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, he would have seen the walls as he walked in, though, right?
Yeah, in the hallway, yeah. I could see the majority. If I move a little bit closer, I could see everything in here. Pretty much. And there's
Aha.
not
As
seeing
you
anything.
step to that point,
Oh.
on the very cusp, only through, like, it's on the very edge, probably giving you the indication that this might be deeper than you think. In the hole, there is some kind of magic. And if it was created by a spell, you learn the School of Magic. Yeah, you detect magic.
What kind?
Well,
Is it still
unfortunately,
necromancy?
as far as the spell goes, and if it was and if the effect was created by a spell, you learn the Spell School of Magic. So you can probably ascertain it's probably not a particular school of magic, that it wasn't it's not a manufactured magic is the better way to put it.
Okay.
Because I think how they want detect magic to be is like, you can detect magic, but then it's like, if it's a weapon, it's like, what school of magic's in the weapon? It's like magic.
Right. It's just magical.
But if it's
Um,
like an active spell, which is, studied by wizards and spellcasters, and like, you can understand how the building blocks make sense for something to be created through that magic versus just something ambient or something not manufactured or something more like primal, then it seems like detect magic wouldn't necessarily tell you.
yeah, that makes sense. Um, so it's just deep down in. Is it still water in here? Or is it just a hole?
It's both.
Okay.
Like, some of the ice is melted and pooled in the bottom, but you come to the realization that that pool, there's something beneath that pool, but you don't even like detect it until you get a proper angle at it, because as part of the detect magic, it's blocked by a foot of stone, dirt, or wood, so that kind of
Mhm.
put ice as a solid object as part of that barrier.
Um. So just for clarification, I guess it's close up to us, deep down, or it's at the other side, just deep down.
It's where the hole is, but deep down. Like, the reason you're able to detect it is because there's a hole there.
It's just like down in the middle ish area.
Yes.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So Price would relay that to Altani, and then is it visible for Kaito as well, or am I just detecting it because of detect magic?
You're detecting because of detect magic. The visibility is just a hole with a bunch of water in it.
So we can't actually see it. Okay. Well, yeah, I get what you mean. So then Price would physically like point at where he's detecting this object. Oh, there's something down there. I could go get it, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
That would be a terrible idea.
Do we need to go gnome fishing?
I mean, Price, you're probably the best one to get it.
I could
That
turn
is
into a crocodile.
terrible
Tie a rope around
idea.
him, just in case.
Yeah, good call. Here, I'll come over and I'll tie a harness around Price, and then I'll just start also tying the other end around Kaito. Be like, you're gonna hold on to him, right?
Price is like, right?
Price, you can give me an insight check.
All right, let's see.
And Price, 2 tugs means you want 2 quick tugs means you want us to yank you back up.
So with a 20, you got a. So I don't know if you've ever watched like any of those classic shows like Firefly or anything, but it's like you got a bad feeling about this.
Just about like,
Going in here
okay.
underneath this frozen pool of water to seek out an unknown magic.
Okay. Good idea.
But anyway, that's it.
Um, well, I guess Bryce would. He seems uneasy and kind of hesitant to get in. He's definitely not sure. Oh, see, I'm curious and I kind of want to, but in character, it's like it wouldn't make sense. Um,
What's going on? Did you see something weird down there?
Oh yeah, there's something magical, but I don't know what kind of magic. Uh, like it just is magic, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes some sense.
And so I was gonna go get it, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, we could always
Should-
check it out on the way back. We don't
Should
have
we
to go now.
test it? Like fire some cantrips at it and see?
I don't
I
really
attack the
know
darkness.
what it is. Let's see. Um, let's. with a find familiar, did that interact with objects?
What do you mean? Like the familiar is a physicalized creature.
Yeah, I guess I'm familiar with like using the mage hand for stuff from my other class, and so I'm just not really too sure what all the find familiar can do.
I could send a familiar down there and check.
Oh, I forgot that you had yours. And you could see through its eyes and whatnot, right?
Mhm.
So that could be interesting.
As long as it's not too deep. And I won't be able to sense any magic though. So
If I can, it's within 30 feet, basically, because I can sense it with detect magic. Now that's, I guess, OOC, but is that what you want to do?
what was that? I can barely hear.
I was saying, is that what you want to do?
I can, yeah. I could send Orland's the one I have summoned now, so I can send Orland down.
All right, so you're sending your familiar down there.
Yeah.
Your familiar flies down, and you instantly lose your connection with it. It is destroyed.
And I would not have sensed anything.
Nope.
'Cause
Just like a blink of an eye, it's there, then it's not.
I lost my familiar. I don't think that's a safe magic. Like severed my connection.
Oh,
And
no.
no
Oh,
sign of it.
that's
And
not
I
good.
was sensing through its senses, and I didn't detect anything before.
Yeah, that doesn't sound safe.
So that does sound like the source of weird magical stuff, though.
It definitely does.
So now what?
I don't know. You guys are the magic people. Charlie has opinions, though.
We look for an off button.
Right? Yeah, there was an off button in that weird fortress, right? There's got to be one for this. Or does anybody have dispel magic? Could you just dispel what's down there?
I was thinking about it. I don't know if it would work.
Well, you want to try it? Do you have to touch the
Uh,
thing, or can it just be nearby?
I'm
I can
pretty
dispel
sure I'm
magic.
within range of it, but
But I guess the danger is then you're in
I
range of it too.
well, I think it kind of like the weird thing of what I was getting with detect magic is that it's just like it wasn't casted on it. It's not just an object that is, got a spell on it. So I don't know if there's anything to dispel. I
Oh,
don't
like it's
know if
just
it'll
inherently
just,
magical?
yeah, I don't think I can just
Hmm.
get rid of magic.
So like you
But I
wouldn't be able
did
to
have that
affect
thought.
a magical creature, for example.
If it were born magical, I
Yeah.
couldn't just strip it of its magic nature, no.
Hmm. That's so strange. I wonder what's down there. Is there like loose rocks and stuff around?
Oh yeah, it's all over this cave.
I'm gonna grab a softball size rock, be like, hey Price, tell me what you see when this rock goes down there, would you? And I'm going to come in and kind of like wait till Price is looking down at the spot where he saw the magic, and I'm gonna drop the rock.
No change.
So it just splashes into the water and
Yep.
-1
rock.
-1 rock. I don't honestly know enough about this magical stuff, but there was that glowing stone that floated out of here. So I'm wondering if that had something to do with it. Maybe if we get in a hold of that thing, we could possibly control the magic that's in the bottom of this pit.
That might be the best bet.
I mean, yeah, because we were in here with that glowy rock only about 10-15 feet down, and it didn't affect us that we know of. Well, it didn't affect me while I was here. So I don't know about touching it, but we should be able to at least get close enough to interact with it.
So when we were in here before, the skelly things were frozen, and they were in there.
Yeah.
And then they popped out, and there was necromancy in here, but now there's not. So something was in there and came back out, but they were
Right.
dead.
Right. So that's why I'm thinking that stone might have something to do with it.
So should we just put a sign that says "Don't swim here"?
Yeah, actually, that'd probably be pretty good. Although I don't know that anybody's going to be coming in here arbitrarily, being that the closest village that we know of learned that it was not a good place to be.
All of the would-be adventurers looking for their first thrill.
I was gonna say in the past day, there's been 12 people in here.
But that was like all from the same area.
Well, no, I'm thinking I'm
Yeah.
just being sarcastic. It was like they found their way here. We ended up finding our way here to find them. You're like, no one's gonna find this place.
Although, even though there was a lot of people, it was only 2 instances of it. Technically.
Well, in any case, a sign would probably be good.
Yep. You got some extra wood and paint in your briefcase there?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll keep watch if you want while you get that painted. Okay.
All right. So Price is making a sign then.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I might have a spell that would work. So for elementalism, it says I could beckon earth. It says you can do all this, or you can cause a single word to appear in your handwriting in a patch of dirt or sand. Do you say that where we're standing, is there enough dirt or sand debris that I could write danger?
Hmm. Definitely not sand. Stone cave. Let's go with the debris side of things. Because there's not real there is some dirt, but it's more stone. It's more like actual like cavernous. Like I'd say it would be you would see more dust than dirt, because dirt usually kind of indicates like, soil and
Yeah.
so I'd say you can like move some like debris, some stones, maybe some of the ice if you really want to use it.
So I will say the first part of that part of the spell says you can create a thin shroud of dust or sand that covers a surface 5-foot square area. And then the second part of that says, or you can cause a single word to appear. So could I just like create the sand and then do it again and then just put a word in it just for the sake of this is just
Instead of the sand, which could be moved around, if you can just create a word in a surface, could it create the word like in the rock, like actually carved in the rock where it's much more permanent?
Equivalent to like what's it called, a cantern or whatever, when they stack rocks.
Karen?
Cairn.
I mean, whatever the spell allows, does the spell allow for any type of carving, or does the spell itself only allow for creation of a word in a loose material?
well, it's weird because that's literally I'll just put it in here.
Because if it allows you to just create the word, then could create the word in the rocky material of the floor, maybe.
See what the spell says.
There's a lot that you can do. And so each thing is not very detailed. And then there's also
Oh, in a
prestidigitation
package. Mm-hmm.
where I can actually create something physical. I can make a mark on something, like, but it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't tell you exactly.
Well,
It's
it does
also
say in your
sculpt
handwriting
element.
on a patch or of dirt or sand. So,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I guess you probably, yeah. Your question of being able to cast it twice would probably be the easiest, and sand would definitely it would stand out. The sand would stand out because there's not sand in here already.
Sculpt element. You cause dirt, sand, fire, smoke, mist, or water that can fit in a 1-foot cube to assume a crude shape, such as a creature, for 1 hour.
I think
Okay,
he's
so that's
talking
an
about Beckon
hour.
Earth.
Yeah.
Beckon Earth. Yeah.
I guess, yeah, I mean, you create dust.
He could create sand too, though, right? And then the sand would look different. I'm just thinking like high visibility.
I mean, I guess we could do it twice. I mean, it's not so strong that, like, dirt and sand are things that can be, or sorry, dust and sand are things that could easily be distorted.
Yeah, that would be my only concern, but
Oh yeah, that was
I
fine.
mean,
And it doesn't say there's a
I,
limit on the timer, so yeah, you can make some sand or dust. and
guess you
have a
could
word
also
appear in it
create-
afterwards.
You could also beckon water to wet the dirt that you summon if you go with dirt and make it into like a mud that would dry and be more stable.
We'll allow
Because
creativity.
dirt and water would be kind of like a clay-ish. That would definitely probably last the longest and be less likely to like be blown around.
You can make a sign out of clay,
Yeah.
a dirt sign.
So yeah, Bryce is just melding earth right now, I guess.
There goes Price playing in the dirt again.
He's so earthy.
All right. So through a couple of casts of your cantrip, you are able to make a solid sign. Solid enough.
All right. Start going back out.
Yeah, because he can then do sculpt element to have it. Yeah. Well, that's for an hour though. All right, you're moseying back out.
Yep.
Where to next?
Well, should we go this way? And I'll point north. Map north. That's where I saw the glowing thing go. Do I sense anything creepy?
I mean, that you're aware of.
Okay. Well, guys, do we want to go left or right? Or do we agree that left is always right?
Price is always right.
Price, you are always right. Which way you want to go, bud?
Always right. That's what I said.
Oh, fair. All right. Well, let's do that then. Should I roll perception again?
Yep, because it would be a new direction you're going.
Right. Okay. Hey, Bryce, could I get a little guidance here? Well, that would work on perception, right?
Yep, it would
If you
also
would.
make noise. But you guys aren't exactly being
Oh.
stealthy either.
Yeah. Well, I didn't need it, but I'll use it on the next one.
So you casting guidance?
I have to do. I'd have to be next to her anyway.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We can save it.
All right. So with a 20, you hear chanting and the very distinct and very noticeable sound of what sounds like... are you sure you don't want that guidance?
Ooh. If I can only kind of hear something, I mean,
Oh, you can
I
you
could
can you
always-
can hear this just fine.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So yeah, you hear very low murmuring and muttering. Just people like mumbling something.
But you said something sounded like I would recognize something.
I mean, maybe a guidance would help you with that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. I can't quite make it out.
It's close enough that
Yeah,
I could present this to them.
well, if I hear them mumbling or if I hear some mumbling with some chanting, that's probably at least enough for me to
21.
want to make less noise. So mentally, I'll tell the group what I hear. And then do I need a new stealth roll as well to stealth
Yep.
my way to check?
Everybody coming through here is gonna need to do some stealthing.
So I'll tell them mentally to stay here for a sec while I come around.
Can she? I mean, there's a chance they could notice. We'll do.
Would I see anything from there?
Oh. All right. From where you are, yep, you would see robed figures kneeling down, heads, like their heads are down so you can't see like any facial features, but they seem like they're in some kind of prayer or chant.
Mentally, I'll pass that along.
See if I can illuminate this. Since the lighting is so weird for the stream. Let's do this. And one of them seems to look in your direction as you peek around the corner.
Oh. I will slowly sneak back, hoping to avoid detection. And mentally, I'll tell them what I saw. My group, obviously.
Oh, I want some chippies.
Oh, sorry. Putting stuff in a bag. Not edible. I made a bunch of pins, button pins. And I'm putting them on their display cards. And then they go in a bag. So they all stay together.
My headcanon is that there's chippies.
They're delicious chippies, dude. You can
Yay.
have as many as you want. Just come on over.
All right, game's over. I'm getting chippies. GG.
All right. See you in a few hours. See you tomorrow.
Hello? Oh, I was hard muted. I bumped the button on my fucking headset. I was like, why is no one answering me?
Oh,
Because you were
Like,
too
just like-
cool to want to talk to us, clearly.
I
right.
my fat flab probably just pushed the button into the table and I pushed the hard mute button. I had said after you repeated what you had saw, Kaido had replied, or I tried to reply. Thanks, Mike. Do you want us to come around the corner? But then you started coming back anyway. And when you were saying about chippies, I said I had chippies. They were honey barbecue and they were good.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I don't know how long I've been muted, but I'm like, that explains why no one's been fucking answering me. And first I thought it was Discord. So I finally tabbed back over to Discord and saw my face wasn't lighting up. So I'm like, what the hell? So I left the call and rejoined. It still wasn't working. And then I was like, oh yeah, I got a mute button on this stupid thing. I must have bumped it.
Well, welcome back.
Hi.
Oop.
Yeah, they were good. I have some more for later though.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what's the plan?
Whale? Okay. So I'll mentally, as I relay back, I tell everybody to come forward really quietly. And I'm gonna also open up my book and flip back to earlier on in the in Kalani or Kalia's book, and see does her sketch of the earlier cultists that they ran into look like what I'm looking at?
I mean, just robed figures, yeah, technically.
Damn, Otani, all cultists are the same to you.
Well, no, I'm not making assumptions, so I am trying to look here. Just stick my tongue out at you.
That's what we all say. That wasn't in character at all. Bleh.
I mean, there's no, you didn't get any physical features other than roughly humanoid, so
Well, I guess,
I guess
like, based on,
technically,
like,
sure.
the shape of the robe and everything would look pretty similar. So I'm going to assume that they're bad based on that. Because, with Kalia's notes, whenever there's chanting cultists and necromancy around, it generally means bad news. So I'll tell everyone to get ready.
The same cult, not so
And
much.
I guess, yeah, I don't really, I guess, need the guidance at this point on that stuff. Because with guidance only works on skill checks, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll tell everybody to get ready to attack. I don't know how many there are in that room, but there were definitely more than just a couple.
Oh, Kaido will offer Price and Prime saddle space if he wants it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, also with the perception of 20, a very strong odor of rot.
Ew.
Oh boy.
And now that we're closer, do I hear more detail to what they're chanting?
I didn't
It's
think
murmured.
you moved.
But you also dipped back away.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
you look like you're in the same spot to me.
Oh, I thought I was like back here when I first had the perception roll. And I came closer, and then when they almost saw me, I came back, but I still would have been able to hear more from closer, right?
It's just murmuring.
Okay. All right. Then yeah, I'll prepare to attack if needed. And I'll even mentally call back, be like, "Do you guys smell that? God, it smells so bad. Like rotting meat or something."
All I know is it wasn't me.
In fact, I'm going to flip through the book again, the journal, be like, "Oh, in fact, Kalia was mentioning something about a Price. Were you there when there was like some type of undead, weird, rotten totem thing with some cultists a while back? I wonder if it's that. So maybe, I don't know, get ready to cast Dispel Magic on if there's anything spooky going on."
So we going forward or we still
Yeah,
trying
you
to
guys
hide?
ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. Come on over.
I'll just unhide the token. They'll see it in a sec. It's not...
So I'm just gonna like sneak my way over, and I'm gonna let Melee go in front of me. I'll gesture to have you guys go.
I don't like the look of that.
All right. As soon as you turn the corner,
I regrets. Oh no. That looks familiar.
Oh wait, is
and
that
that's not the only one. So you would see this amalgamation of skeletal parts from large creatures that have been meticulously broken apart and repatched into some kind of a bone-like horror. And they have, and it, like, even like it even has like armor, like shoulder pads and like a chest piece, but it's all made out of like, it looks like not out of metal, but out of like either a combination of bone and like hardened leather or flesh.
Looks
or
like the
some
thing that
other
was in the
material.
ground at the mole place.
And as you turn the corner, this creature that looks like it was just standing idly, like its head hanging to the side, just staring at the wall. Its head, and it's looking away from you, but as you turn the corner, its head does a 180. It just pivots
Oh fuck.
and turns towards you, and then the rest of its body turns towards you, and it is time for some initiative. Doo, doo. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. This is gonna be a kind of a big. Oh, wait. Oh, oh. Eh. Mouse double clicking. Oh. Please hold. Still adding to the initiative.
Why is it everywhere we go? There's spooky, scary skeleton things.
Spooky,
This started after
scary
you got here,
skeleton.
Otani.
I mean, according to Kalia's notebook, you guys have been running into undead stuff for quite a while. This wasn't my fault.
I don't remember any undead stuff until the mole place.
Out of character, Kaido, weren't you? Oh no, you weren't there when we had come across this, like, when Kalia was still there. Price was there. We came across this creek. Oh, and it was when we had Max too, I think. I think it was. Oh no, maybe actually it might have been even further back with Gan, maybe.
I joined after Dan left, so
Doo-doo-doo.
I can't remember if it was when Max was there. Or no, I don't think you were there yet. But
why are so many things rolling? Stop it!
it was
We have
possible.
enough. We have enough. That's enough. Oh my god! Look how many there are. We're gonna die. Oh, we're fucked. Oh no, we're boned. Because it's a bone guy. Oh, come on. It was just a little funny. Maybe. No? Okay.
I mean, I'm laughing at it because they're gonna be smacking you in the face. Anyway, it's Kaido's first.
Alright, well, Kaido's gonna glance back in Price. Like, do you want to go in with me or do you want down first?
And as far as you can see, there's only like 3 dudes and this big guy.
I see 4 dudes and a big guy because I can see here. I can see this one. I can see this one. And I can see this one. And then the big guy.
Yeah, the dude in the middle is there, but he seems rather inert.
So what's Price's answer?
To wanting to go in there.
Wanting to go in face first with him because he knows that we definitely can't leave a giant skeletal thing. Or if you want to get off the saddle here and just let him go in front.
I'll probably get off here.
All right. If I help him down, that's half my movement, right?
Yep, because dismounting.
All right. Left. That's enough. All right. All right. Let's do. Waka bam. Oh god! Why is there so much shit in here? Oh no! Oh, this is fine. We're just gonna die here. This is okay. Okay, wham. There's 1. There's 2. 23 and a 10. Do either of those hit?
The 23 would hit, yes.
All right, there's that, and then also this because I charged 30 feet to get here. There you go. 9 and 5. Math.
That's what the hand axe?
I got 9 with my hand. Oh, That's
wrong
supposed-
weapon.
where's my other axe? Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Is that supposed to be the hand axe? I have them on the little hotbar thing, and because there's so much on the combat tracker, it covered the other axe, so I thought that was my first axe.
Well,
I mean,
23 would still hit.
Alright, well, there's 13. So 13 and then 5 from the hooves. From my 30 foot of charge.
13.
And that's
19.
it.
There we go. All right, you slam into this thing. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yep.
that's bludgeoning. Come on. A little more damage. All right. So you swing your axe and then stomp into it with the hooves, and Flame Lash definitely does a good bit of damage. But you notice, like, when you do the when you like basically kick it, you're going for the shins, and you break some bones. All right, our first dude, his turn. He goes up to this large mound of putrid flesh. And he starts to kneel down and uttering some words. That is his turn. Big dude's turn.
Not the words.
You are raging, right? I think you are. Did you add rage damage?
I'm raging, yes. And I did the other formula for the rage damage,
Okay.
I think.
All right, that's a good thing because you're gonna need it. Anyway, it's gonna swing at you.
Yep. I knew that was about to happen. Bring it out.
Make sure. Oh. So it swings its scimitar, which it looks like a old. It looks like an old weapon, like barely functional. 1,
Yep.
2, 3.
Yep. Yep, everything hits. Oh god, okay.
So half of that.
Ow!
Yeah, so everything I roll just half it.
I did. Why is there a third one?
It gets to attack 3 times.
Oh, I thought that 23 was damage. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it was a 26, a 17, and a 23. And then for damage, it was 20,
Okay,
15, and
17.
16.
Okay, I saw the first two and just assumed the next one was the damage, so I did half of 23, so let me that. Your calculator. Minus that one. Minus that one. Still out. Still standing. I don't know for how long, but I'm still standing.
All right, Altani.
All right. Well, I come in blasting. And I'm gonna roll the thing. I'm gonna go after this guy down below. Hold on. Is that close enough? I think so.
On that guy, yeah, he Still
Down
kneeling,
at the
so
lower right corner, cultist guy.
Yep.
And does a 10 hit?
it does.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, in that case, wouldn't have sneak attack on that one. 5 damage.
He dies,
Hey.
and it is with psychic damage, so there is no visible wound.
And then I guess with my offhand, I'll let's see. Can I let's see. I should, yeah. So hey, yeah, that should work.
Yep, that'll definitely hit.
Let's see, it was just a D4 on that one, right? Or was it D6 on the offhand? I'm so sorry that I keep forgetting. I don't know why I can't remember it. Let's see.
Psychic blade.
Yeah, I think it's a
Da, da, da,
D4
da.
instead of a D6, but you still get your modifier.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, then I
Every
guess
time.
it would be. Well, let's see. Wait, I wouldn't get the modifier right on the second one.
Yeah, you would
Bonus?
get the modifier on both of them, but the difference is it's a D4 versus a D6, if I remember correctly.
Oh, got it. Okay, that's right. Let's see. So that was.
But you also have advantage on this because
I?
of the Vex Mastery.
Oh, that's right, because the first attack worked. So 6 plus 3, so 9.
So he dies.
Wait, no,
This
it's
one.
a D4 versus a D6.
Oh, whoops. So 7. Sorry, but still, if the first one died at 5, 7 probably
He
still killed
dies.
him. Yeah.
Boop.
My
No
brain did
visible
this.
wound.
Yeah. I love it when they're squishy like that.
All right. You stand where you are. Anything else?
I'll stay where I am at, and I don't think I can do anything else for now, so I'm good.
All right. This guy gonna mosey up to this thing and kneel down. Price.
Let's
At the end of the round, the other dude does a thing.
see. Um, everything in that square is difficult terrain and has to pass a DC 15 Dex save. And I guess I
Alright.
can just roll the damage because it's all or half. Yeah.
Fail. Dex save. Pass. Dex save. Pass. Dex save. Fail. Alright, and what's the damage?
It was let's see, 26 bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Hmm. And then what's it look like?
He's gonna like kind of lean down or like bend down. And he's gonna put his palm down on the ground, and his eyes will be kind of closed for a sec, and then he'll open up his eyes, and he's looking at this point, just past both of these large creatures, and from this center point, kind of starts to erupt and shake a little bit as the ground starts to crack open and almost kind of like tectonic plates shifting, just in this area, kind of actively. So it's making it hard for them to get their footing and move around.
All right, and that was 26 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so even the ones that
And
asshole still.
I think that'll be my turn.
It's not a fireball, but it's just as effective. So those guys that are caught in the erupted earth are impaled and bludgeoned and fall over very much dead. But there are visible wounds. What that represents, who knows? You want to move? Oh, so you done?
Yeah, I think that'll be my turn.
Vimac.
Okay. 3, 4, move there. I'm going to hex the big thing, the green skelly guy, and I will pick strength for its disadvantage ability checks. And then I will. That was my bonus action, so I will.
Let's see,
blast
disadvantage
it.
on strength ability checks. Okay.
So 18, and then I don't know if it takes this damage, but
That per hit.
what is it? D.
So that's going to add 2d6.
But I don't know if it'll take that damage because it's necrotic. So
All right, so boop, boop. All right, good chunk of damage.
oh yeah.
So you moved, did that. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'll finish moving to here.
All right, this guy's turn. He stands up. Has just enough movement to get to Kaito. Actually,
I heard my name. What?
he is intelligent enough. He's going to double move just to get that extra itty bitty bit of movement. As he draws just a nasty looking like dagger that seems like it's made of bone with like the skull at the hilt of it.
What do you mean by double move?
But he double moves, so he can't attack.
Oh, he dashed. Okay. Sorry, you saying double move? My brain just like 4 error. Sorry.
Now for our big chungus here.
Oh, this is gonna hurt, ain't it?
Big chungus. So it is going to. So this is just a huge just mound of flesh, and you get the feeling that the overpowering aroma of rot is probably due to this. There's other like bodies and dismembered corpses on the floor, but like pushed off to the side, and it just seems like just this big chunk of bodies, bits, pieces, intestines, like all of the above, into an amalgamation of this foul creature. And as it springs to quote unquote life. It immediately reaches out and grabs this cultist and pulls it into himself.
Oh.
And you just kind of see this cultist get pulled in with this, almost like watching it drown in just this mutilation of bodies.
Oh.
That's pleasant.
No, it's not, but okay.
Hashtag
Wasn't
sarcasm.
below. Oh. Okay. Makes more sense though.
Oh, I didn't roll the damage for you.
You just hungry.
For people?
Out the range, a 20-foot cube on the point. Dex save. They take 2d12 bludgeoning on the failed save. Has much. So it's difficult terrain. Okay. Luckily, it doesn't have to move very far. Let me check. Does it have? It's 5 feet. Ooh, it can belch. Damn it. Target.
Whoop.
Trying to find the square it could fit in. There we go. So
Oh,
this
that's
thing
not good. This is
moves
not
up to
good for me.
Kaido and starts swinging.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Swing 1.
Oh.
Swing 2.
Swing 2 misses.
All right. So this thing just slams into you with half of that. So 7 damage.
What does that roll for?
I was just clicking something. My mouse double clicks
Okay.
a lot.
Okay.
Besides,
Does-
it doesn't matter. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know me.
I think the concern of not knowing is exactly why they ask.
You don't know me. All right.
I don't even know myself half the time. My brain's not good.
At the end of the round, you see the blood from these two that got caught in the erupting earth. Oh, which reminds me, I gotta roll damage on this guy. So you did. Before I forget, it was 26 damage that Price did, so I gotta apply that. Okay. Before I forget. Okay, properly tracked. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Up to date. Yeah, so you see the corpses of these two individuals in this rubble, in the difficult terrain, the earth that is now very difficult to move through. You notice the blood from their wounds, like in the course of 6 seconds, has rapidly congealed like at their bodies and starting to get pulled into this individual. Like it's just like almost like a string of blood is moving towards this guy and pools under him.
Which one? The little guy in black or?
The guy in black.
Okay. Want to make sure I was picturing it under the right person.
Yep. Almost like
Come on.
it's like who's hoovering up some blood. That is the turn for him. Top of
Okay.
the order, Kaido.
Looks like the right axe this time. He'll be attacking the big guy again because he knows that guy hits fucking hard. One. Oh no. Two. I think two will hit.
The second one will hit, and you do have inspiration, so
Kaido. I have an inspiration too. Once if you run out of yours, that you can use
Wait, they work on attack rolls?
any roll, right?
any roll.
Oh, I would really like to redo that first attack roll.
I've only been saying it forever.
Listen, Linda. 20 hit. Oh, that's fine.
Yes, it does.
No, I only 7 dice. How dare you?
I
Alright,
mean,
13 and
you
7.
can also do an inspiration on that one.
Again, yeah, we
I-
have that extra.
7 damage is still damage. It's fine. I'm more worried about it going lower than that because it can go lower than that.
Okay, so 13 and 7.
Oh wait,
so
no, I
20.
rolled 2 nat ones. There's no way it can go lower than that. That's up to y'all. I ain't too worried about the attack roll. It's still damage. All right. Here's where I die. I mean, nice knowing you, gamers. Bring it on.
Right. Its turn. It has advantage.
Yep. Like I said, this is where I die.
Do. There's always a chance.
Not for me, there isn't.
Nah, not really. Okay. I mean, well, when you put it that way, I guess I'll just have to agree. I wouldn't want you to feel like I'm going against your word or anything.
Here it comes.
Just so you know that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. All 3 of these with advantage.
Yep.
18,
That'll hit. That'll
18,
hit.
26.
That'll also hit.
So, actually, I probably should have done one at a time, huh? Anyway, 1, half of that, half of 17, round it down.
Okay.
Are you still up?
Yep.
All right. Second one.
I'm still standing.
All right. Third one.
I'm still standing, but barely. Man's
So-
taking a beating for y'all.
This thing just bears down on Kaido. Like, this thing is massive. So it's like getting hit by a not a redwood tree. It's like getting hit by like a steel beam, pretty much, with the size comparison of weapons. Even though it's a scimitar, it's still just how much surface area view is covered by the sword when it hits. It's still noticeable. All right, and it's not going to move. So Altani.
All right. Well, let's see. First, I'd like to attempt to hide. Let's see. I have to be over here. That's not quite far enough to hide from these guys, is it? From the big guys? Or the other remaining that cultist is still alive, right? The one that's
Yeah.
just next to Kato? Okay.
I think they can all still see you.
Still see me? Let's see.
I mean, I still see her, so I assume they can.
Well, okay. Let me undo that mentally. Let's see. I was what, here? Right?
Control C is your friend. It undoes what you've done.
Controls. Oh. See?
Z is in zebra.
Oh, I didn't know that also worked. That doesn't work with this.
Oh, are you on your
Nope.
phone or something?
No, I'm on the computer.
No, mine works.
Well, it didn't work for me. Okay.
Rip.
Let me hold on. Let me try that again. Oh, never mind. I was pushing the wrong button because I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, tired.
There you go.
Okay. That did work. Thank you very much.
You have it.
It's like I should go back and double check that. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and main attack the mound that's been, is it the mound or the skeleton guy that's been super attacking?
Skeleton.
Oh, okay. Has the mound attacked Kaito as well?
Oh yeah.
And then this guy in black.
He is occupied chanting and there's blood pooling at his feet.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the guy in black. He's bad news. Huh, 13.
That will hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you do the hide thing?
I didn't. I'd have to go so far out that I didn't. I figured I'd rather have 2 attacks so I can also attack the cultist. So I'll come back and I'll do that again. Whoa.
So both would hit.
Wow. All right. Oh yeah. So first attack is this guy. So 12 hit points to the guy in black. And then the second attack was for the guy down below, the cultist. Actually, yeah. No, that was my plan. Okay. And then which would be 4 plus 3. So 7 to the cultist down below.
Oh, you were targeting 2 different things.
Yeah.
In that case, sorry, I have to check their armor classes.
Well,
'cause-
I mean, I would rather attack all the main guy in black, but I had mentioned that I was probably going to do a second attack on the other guy. I had accidentally clicked the attack twice, and I meant to click damage. So they can all just go on the guy in black. That's totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So 19 total
well,
to the guy
hold
in black.
Why?
What? Huh?
You can just because you clicked attack twice doesn't mean you have to attack the same person.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I just need to
Then-
know who you're attacking because not everything's armor class is the same.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, okay, so yeah, the first attack would have been the 12 to the guy in black.
Okay.
And then the second attack would be to the
Oh, you rolled a
There it is.
13 on the first guy, and
Yeah,
then you clicked
13,
attack
24.
3 times. You rolled a 13
Oh.
on the first guy, and then you rolled a 24 for the cultist.
Oh my
right?
god, wait a minute. The third the one of them should have been the wait, oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry. My brain is so out of it. I'm apparently trying to do too much. It's been a bad brain day for me today anyway. So okay. So I need to re-roll my damage because that damage was not correct. So yeah, first guy in black, attack of 13 does hit. Damage, normal, 9 damage.
Okay.
Second guy, attack for 24, or attack of a 24, which would hit because there's no way it wouldn't. And then the attack was 7.
And that's on
Is
the
that-
other guy.
The red guy, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry. That was a mess. In my brain.
No visible wound.
Okay.
He dies.
Yeah. I'll get my thoughts together better before my next turn. Okay, so then to end my turn, I will one more. So they can't see me from here, can they? The 2 big guys?
I mean, if you can't see them, then they probably can't see you
So
visually.
I'll hang out there to start my next turn and hide next time. So I'm all done. Thank you.
All right. Rice.
So I'm assuming Kaito's not doing too well.
You would
Nah, he's
assume
fine.
correctly.
Yeah, he's good. Probably get the feeling that Kaido will not be able to withstand another attack.
Onslaught.
Yeah. Let's see.
But it's fine. You got Vimac there. He's a tank. It's fine. Doo-doo.
I don't know what to do. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Okay. Hopefully this works.
He's working it out.
What size creature is the big dude? The skelly dude?
Huge.
Okay.
It's huge. The other thing is large. Kaito's medium. You were
Gotcha.
small. Height chart.
All right. I'm gonna cast Grasping Vine. Basically right here.
Here, okay. Surface occupied space. You can see within range. The vine lasts for the duration.
And that's to hit the big dude and yoink him over there.
Make a melee spell attack against a creature within 30 feet. 25 would hit. Targets. Alright, so that would hit. And is pulled up to 30 feet to the vine. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to basically pull him. Yeah, exactly.
There. I'll give it another 5.
Grappled now.
That's technically in that space.
And 16 damage.
I can still move 30. Alright. 16.
And that was a bonus action, surprisingly enough. So for my action,
So you casted a leveled spell.
yeah. So I can still do a cantrip, right?
I believe so.
Okay. This is going to be on the Mound of Bodies. And if it passes, it doesn't take any damage. Nothing happens. So
Cold damage, okay. Boop, boop, boop.
Sweet. So that's 11 cold damage and disadvantage on the next weapon attack.
Is
Or just attack roll, I think.
resistant to cold. Okay. Alrighty.
And that'll be my turn.
Okily dokily. So, yeah. So you hit it with some cold damage and it crossed over just a little tiny itty bitty bit. Vimac.
Okay. Yeah, I will. 2, 3. Move there and attack the thing that Price just attacked.
And also, Price, what's it look like when you cast that? 'Cause isn't this the first time you've casted it?
Might be, yeah.
I think this is the first time.
'Cause I've done Ice Knife before, but not this one. I would say he in honor of another campaign and a snowball fight between two other characters, he's gonna just make a snowball in his hand and just chuck this snowball, which is kind of funny based on the description that you made, because it almost sounded like you just got hit with the snowball. A little snowball fight for a cantrip.
That can kill somebody, potentially. All right,
Yeah.
Vimac. We moved.
Uh, 16 hit.
On this fellow. Yes.
That is 15 because one rolls up to a 3.
All right.
And then,
And what's the damage type? No fancy. Just physical. If you attack
yeah, I
with this
think it is
weapon, this
just
is a creature. Okay.
physical, right? Like,
All
I
right.
don't-
Oop.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
All
wait,
right.
Wait. Yeah, now that you mention it, I think back to the
'Cause
blade.
didn't you put Hex on? Oh, you put the hex on the
I
big
put hex
guy.
on the other big one. Okay, you deal radiant damage. Because it's my bonded weapon, so yeah, radiant. And then another thirsting blade attack.
Hey, first crit of the night. You get an inspiration.
For 26 more radiant damage.
Nice.
All right, your great sword slashes through thick cuts of meat, and I don't know if you're in a porterhouse, you're butchering and making steaks. I don't know. Porterhouse for rotted meat.
And
Fresh.
that, yeah. End turn.
And you gave yourself your inspiration.
I have one. So does Seiji need that?
Yeah, I don't have one.
Yeah, take it.
All right, got it.
Alrighty. Its turn. As you have done a lot of damage to it, it's going to... Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Why does it? Oh, okay. So, well, those who are like, most people are close enough. So you can hear the sound as this thing starts its turn. You can hear the sound of flesh being shredded and bone being broken as you see its body undulate in a way that almost looks like it's chewing something or someone. And you start to see patches of not rotted flesh, but like a patch of like fresh flesh like emerge from its body, and what you could only assume to be of what has a vague indentation of like a face being added to this horror, possibly of the individual that it consumed earlier. And looks like to heal 4. Okay. Oop. And it kind of looks like some of the damage you guys have done is being filled in with what used to be another human. And then the end of the turn. Oh wait, nope, it still has to attack. That was the start of its turn, so now it gets to attack. So it's gonna try and smack.
Bring it on.
It's gonna do 2 slams. Okay. Yeah. So it is going to swing 1 at Kaito and 1 at Vimac. Come
Which
on,
one
slam.
first?
Yeah, whichever the first hit is got disadvantage.
It would be the one on Kaito. Disadvantage.
I don't know what the number is.
Let me unhide it. It was a 10, so it's gonna miss. That's like, there we go.
I thought it would miss.
And this one is for Vimac. Slam. Come on and slam. Yeah, that's gonna hit. And you are a medium or smaller target, so let's calculate the damage first. So, Vimac, you take 18 points of damage and are grappled. It uses its golf on it. Grappled by it. Blinded, breathe. Okay. I'm making sure I'm reading the order of operations on this ability. So it hits you, it grapples you as part of it, and family mount engulfs. But it's an action to engulf. Okay, so it looks like it's preparing to like pull you into its body, but it does not have the action economy to do so. So you feel like just gross meat wrap around you and like get ready to pull you in.
I am Misty escaping
All right.
when the damage hits, right?
Yep.
And so I will use one of my Steps of the Fae to do that. And I will do the move there, and I will do the dreadful step. It's a
We did Steps of the Fae. Refreshing, taunting. Where's dreadful? Am I looking at the wrong thing?
wait, yeah, I will do a dreadful step. So it's a wisdom saving throw against my spell save DC, which
Wait, so which one are you using? Because I
What?
see you posted Misty Escape, but then also Steps of the Fae?
Steps of the Fae base thing, but Misty Escape is is an expansion of that. So anytime I Misty Step, I can do any of those: taunting step, refreshing step, dreadful step, or disappearing step.
Okay. You or one creature you can see within 10 feet of yourself gains 1d10 temp. Okay, I see.
Oh wait, yeah, it's space I left. So the one right there. A wisdom saving throw against my spell save DC, which looking for that.
Dreadful. He's doing
14.
dreadful. So DC 14, and the damage type is
2d10 of psychic.
not immune to psychic. Okay. So I'll roll you. So it does not pass its wisdom save. With a 4.
So 17 damage.
All right. Pretty much offset exactly how much it healed. That's funny.
And then I would not be grappled, correct? Because I was.
Yep. Which just means now Kaido gets to be the crunchy lunch. But it did its action attacking you. Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all get a better view of the battlefield here. There we go.
Oh, I should have taunting stepped.
And end of turn. The pools of blood have completely congealed, and you can see the bodies of the two guys that died in the erupting earth. They shrivel up like all their life essence was drained out of them into these pools and sucked into this guy. And he is going to, at long last, reach up a hand in, let's see. Could a cone hit both of them? 2. Yep, a cone would hit both of you. So I need Kaito and Price to make me dexterity saving throws. As it holds up its hand and you see the pool of blood that was at its feet like bubble up and start to float in front of them as like small little beads of like blood of varying like sizes, and then you see them shape into what look like needles, almost like they start like to spin and like sharpen at points, and then just gets flung at you, and you still see more of these things hovering around this guy's body, but he just holds up a hand and it's just like blood darts flying at you guys. So I need Kaito to make a dexterity save as well. Kaito? I hear you shuffling. Alright, Kaito's pooping. Alright. I'll get the damage out of the way. So Price, you only take half of that, so 7. And then when Kaito gets back, we'll determine the damage. Oh wait, because Kaito's coming up next too. Kaito! Kaito! Aging Seiji.
Yes. Hello.
Dexterity save.
Oh. This one. You said dexterity save?
Yes.
Is this considered a peril?
Consider what?
That.
Yes.
So I do get the advantage, right?
Yep. So only 7 damage.
Only 7. Okay. Uh... oh.
But it's physical, so
Oh,
half
so
of
I
that.
get half of. Okay, hold on. 7.
You've been impaled by blood needles.
Ow. That's not concerning.
Well, it's your turn.
Oh. Can I tell like how beat up this thing looks, or does it still look fine?
It's still fighting condition. It even got some patchwork from another cultist. It is ready and raring to kick your butt.
Oh my god, I don't want to run from it, but I also feel like I have to at this time, and I feel like I'm gonna die. Not backpack. Nothing helpful there.
Yep, because Big Skelly Boy's turn is up next. Check if Divine keep the grapple.
I can use my action to disengage, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Has a grapple condition, so it has to do an escape DC.
We've got to get some distance. We need a minute.
Panicking
I'm
while
actually-
raged.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fight or flight.
Yeah, I guess that's all I can do because to use a potion is an action, ain't it? Yeah, that. How far did I just move? 30.
Uh,
Action.
using a potion is Action, not a bonus action, as specified in the rules. Okay.
30,
Alrighty.
40.
So you went there. So grasping
I'll have to-
vines, it still has to make a grapple check. What's the DC on it? What's the DC on grasping vines, Price? Or your spell save DC? 15 or 14? Unless Price is not there, I'll look.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yeah. Spell DC is 15.
15. Grapple check. Escape. Gonna use strength. And does it have? Oh wait. Vimac, you still have hex on this big thing?
Yep.
Then this will be a disadvantage. If it wasn't for the hex, this thing would have broken free of the vine. So you'd see it's like struggling to break free, and you see some of the vines start to snap away as it just rips an arm free, but almost like a living, breathing like entity. The vines like re-engage and like wrap around its arms and like tie it down again. So it wasted its action trying to break free. Can't move because it's grappled. So that leaves us with Altani.
Give me 1 sec.
One is the loneliest number. Then after Altani will be Price and Vimac. But now this cultist is active, which can prove to be a threat to them.
Okay. So my hide. Ugh.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna attempt to come out this way just enough to see the baddie in black, whom I will attack. And then do they see me? Do I get the do I get advantage for sneak attack?
You're uncertain. So just roll as if it were assumed to be a sneak. Just roll as you
Okay.
think you would.
Okay. 20.
A 20 would hit.
Okay.
Sometimes it's like,
And 22 damage.
all right. So when you attack this guy, you see some of these like blood droplets that are around him like instantly form into not necessarily like a full just wall in front of him, but like, forms enough to like try and deflect some of the damage, but you're doing psychic. So
So it goes right through his blood wall.
seems like it. Sure. That's the
Nice.
reason. Yes. All right. Anything else?
So it, so the fact that he's not on the initiative makes me feel suspicious. Now I'm wondering if he's like not actually here or something, but those blood droplets had attacked Price and Buyback, correct? Oh, excuse me. And now I'm getting to wonder, is he even here? Really? Yeah, I will offhand attack the gross mound. 14?
14 would unfortunately miss.
Okay. Then no worries, and I will be moving back out of sight. End my
Alrighty.
turn.
Price. Kaido,
All right.
you got to see Kaido enter,
Yeet.
fight or flight while enraged.
Well, part of the point was trying to get her out of there, or Kaito out of there, rather. Let's see. So, as a bonus action, it says that I can attack again with the Grasping Vine.
All right, that's what you want to do with the bonus action.
And 19.
Yeah, that would hit.
Scroll back up to it. For 25. What type of damage is it? I think it's just normal.
Bludgeoning, I believe, right?
Yeah, bludgeoning. And then
The vines slap this thing like as it's holding its legs down and its arms down. The vines just whip and slap around like it like the vines like eventually just like rip the arms out of their quote unquote sockets, and the whipping vines will just like impale like the legs and make it buckle and fall to a knee, and then the other vines will just like slap so hard like into the side of its head that the head just gets knocked off.
nice. And then Price is gonna do a Toll the Dead on the big meat mound here.
All right. Feel free to roll some damage and stuff
All right.
as if it were wounded.
Okay. There. Nice.
Oh no. Oh no. So, I think this would be pretty apparent because that's a good bit of damage, and this is happening as you're doing it. So I will convey this to you. Actually, I think it would be better. Give me I know it's, not in the rules, but give me a quick little Arcana check.
Alrighty. Oh no.
All you have to do is beat a 10. So,
Okay.
it was basically a coin toss on if you notice this, because you're in the heat of the battle, everything's going on, but even if you hit somebody with like a sledgehammer and they just shrug it off, it's like, maybe my sledgehammer's not doing that much damage to them. So this
Oh. All right.
so you would be able to ascertain that the second you hit this thing with like necromancy, like the bits and pieces that were chunked off start to refill in, just almost just like when you saw the face of that one cultist get quote unquote integrated into the flesh.
Well, literally just healed the bad guy. Sorry about that, guys.
Geez, way to go, Bryce.
Bryce will notice that, but other people might still be too focused on the heat of battle. All right, so you did that. Or you stand where you were. Oh, looks like you're moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit.
Just a little bit. Vimac.
Okay.
How can I share
I will use my
something?
bonus action
Share to a
to
person.
recast my hex onto the remaining target.
All right, so it is now hexed.
And then I will Eldritch Blast it.
$17 would impact. Some damage. Now it's down to
Okay.
this section of the room.
Bonus
And
action
then the
done.
2d6 from hex. Okay. And your hex. Nice, is using the old vault. So the hex, you see like just a little bit of ice crystals forming. Just a little bit. Not as much damage as you might think. And are you standing where you are?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Alrighty. Its turn. That is unfortunate. That's exactly. So it shambles up to you, and it's gonna. Put it there. It's gonna unload upon thy foe. Come on and slam.
Was that with disadvantage?
Right. The first one should be. So it'll be a 14. And all of them are disadvantage, just the first one.
Just the first attack.
Okay. So this will be the second. That would hit, I think.
Yeah, that second one hits.
All right. So the first one, it swings at you, but slams this like meaty flesh hook into the wall as you just barely duck under it. But the second one, it does like a follow up, like, gut punch, tiger uppercut. For 17 damage. And a grapple. So you are grappled.
I'm going to miss.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, you're not. Okay.
I'm not going to be grappled.
No. Okay. You're good. Just damage.
Okay. And then yeah.
I almost misread thing again. All right, so you're not doing any fancy steps or anything. You're staying where you are.
Oh, said I couldn't roll that. I'll roll my cons.
All right. So you see the robed individual. Hold on, double check. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, it had to go here. It can only go there. And he is gonna. Let's see. He's gonna try and do this. So, everybody in a cone. Yep. So everybody gets to make me a dexterity saving throw.
What is this?
It is coming from this cultist, and it looks like it's doing that like weird blood thing again, where like they form into spikes and
is
send
it
them
a
towards you.
spell?
Yes.
And I'm counterspelling it.
All right.
Nice.
So let's see here. Constitution saving throw. Armed and frightened. No. Okay. And we'll just go with the base number. All right. Well, let's see what the base number gives us. D14. It passes. The base 17 roll. So you go to try and cast Counterspell. Constant experience on the failed save, the spell dissipates. So everybody, dex saves, please.
I got a 14, so I rolled for the thing. Do you want me to re-roll it or just use the 14?
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
Because that's when I called for it. So
Just wanted to make sure you didn't need me to re-roll it.
so if you got a 14 or above, you only take half this damage.
Oh boy.
And then since this is an attack, I can take half that with uncanny dodge, right?
This is a save.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. What was the attack
But
amount?
That's-
actually, you
then
have,
you have-
evasion.
You have evasion though. Yeah.
Oh, I do. Let's see.
What
Oh,
is
yeah.
the damage?
10.
Okay, because I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I take half being enraged, right?
Yep, because it's physical.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
Altani, since you passed, you take no damage. You just jump
Right.
behind. Let's see, who got hit?
I did.
I guess you couldn't really jump behind Vimax, so you probably just duck a little
Probably
bit
just
behind
jumped
like a
out of the
stone.
way. Yeah. Whoop. Off the map. There we go.
That's one way to dodge, just not exist.
Feel like dodge into another dimension. Nice.
Okay. So they were hit, but they didn't fail it. All right, so Vimac as the first one to fail on this. You would, since you didn't really jump out of the way, like everybody else is, jumping out of the way and maybe getting some cuts here. Some people dodging out of the way completely. Like, one of these things just like grazes people just barely. But you take like the full brunt of it, and you see some of these like blood needles just sticking into your body.
Oh god.
Nasty.
And at the start of your turn, you will take an additional 1d6 damage.
Thanks. That's nasty.
I remember that.
Okay.
As you can feel like these things they're stuck in you. So imagine having like a bunch of splinters jabbed into you, and like whenever you just start moving, it's just like aggravates wounds. And that is his turn.
I'm going to that
Kaito.
with
Well, we all know what I'm doing, I hope. I'm gonna drink this. Move
I was gonna say,
one.
I don't know if you saw Cube, but Price got hit too.
Was it? Did I miss it?
Where is my
Oh, yeah.
spells?
So
Yeah, I got
you'd have
10.
the same condition.
Can I reroll that?
If you use an inspiration.
Yes, I will. I need more help than that.
And
That's slightly better.
D10.
D4 on.
For
Um,
temporary.
Yep, it's 2d4 plus 2. Yep.
All right.
So you imbibe the strawberry jam.
Yep. Granted, I know it's not jam anymore.
But it's not jam. And Vimac, that's at the start of your next turn.
What?
The damage, the d6.
No, I got temporary hit points.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
I did
Rolling something else.
refreshing step.
Okay.
That was my D10.
You feel refreshed. All right, Kaito. So
I already did my turn. I chugged a potion, then I moved further away.
hold on.
But my rage is still up because I took damage that round.
Hold on. I think there's a discrepancy. Because it says this as a bonus action you can drink it, but then hold on. I wonder if this is an old.
Oh.
Let me see. I wonder if this is an old one or.
Oh, I thought it was an action to use it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Cube. It says bonus action you can drink it, but then or administer it, but then at the bottom it says one action.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what?
That's weird.
All I know is I didn't do it.
You can drink it or administer to another creature. Then drink. So, what is that? Yeah, because it says it's an action, but then it's a bonus action. So it's like, wait, so which D&D? Which am I using? The fuck?
Well, just decide how you want to rule it. If it's a bonus
I am-
action, I'm going to shoot my arrows at those guys. If it's just an action, and I'm done.
D&D is a common action. The character use a potion. So I am reading from more than one source that it is a bonus.
I was gonna say
That
in the
drinking or
importer,
administering a potion takes a bonus action. I think in the old rule it was an action, and I think they might have just adopted the Baldur's Gate ruling on it.
yeah, in the importer, I've got the 2014 and the 2024 healing potions pulled up. And the 2024 specifically says as a bonus action. The original one doesn't state it at all, and I think that was when it was an action.
Okay. So yeah,
Was that a bonus action?
Yep. So it's a bonus action now, as per
Okay,
the
then he
new
would have
rule
gone
set.
here.
We're still
He
learning
would at
some
least shot
niche
his
things.
arrows at it. Oh.
All right, take your shots.
I'm trying to figure out. I have so many fucking bows now. I have 4
That's not the
different
DM's
bows.
fault. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to figure out which one I should use. Just una momento, por favor.
That's not. Ooh, I get the hiccups. And I just ran out of water.
That's that one. I look at this one. Yeah. What's this one? What are you? Okay. What are you? Okay. I'm gonna use the longbow. I have a button for it down here. Yes, I do. Okay. Womp. And womp. 14 or 24, either of those hit.
The 14 will not.
Here's for the 24. I can't remember what my does my rage get added to ranged attacks?
No.
Okay, then it's a swallow. That is all.
Or more. Boop, boop. A singular arrow sticks into this shambling undead abomination. Now, Altani.
All right. Let's see. Well, let's see here.
That sucks.
Okay. Oh wait, that would be my whole move. Yeah, I'll just move to there, and I'll attack the mound.
No cover. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Whiff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna attack with the offhand as well. Of course.
Not a whiff.
Yeah. Would that be a critical?
Yep.
Okay.
And an inspiration.
Sweet.
If you don't have
Fido,
one.
you need that? Need that inspiration back?
Also, it sounds
'Cause
like
I
you're on a
have one.
phone or something.
I am on a phone. Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so Kaido, if you want an inspiration back, go for it. And
No, thank you.
no.
I've only used 2 this night. Trying to stay alive, you know?
Let's see. So hang on here. So a crit just doubles the damage, right?
So it should prompt you to, if you want to do like a crit, but basically.
Well, oop, that's not. Oh, wait. Well, other formula gives me a straight attack, but but how does it calculate the crit? Because I can only do the crit if it only gives me the crit option if I do the standard attack of the 1d6.
So just roll what you just rolled again.
Yeah, perfect. All right.
And then, oh, you don't get sneak attack. Dang.
Right. I know. I'm bummed. Price, if you just want to move a little closer. No. That's all right. 14's still
Damn.
better than nothing. So,
That sneak attack could have been amazing. Oh well. That's
and
the
then I'll
way
move out
she
of the way
goes.
a little bit more, and end my turn.
All right, Price. Roll me a d6, please. As it is the start of your turn. So you take 5 damage and take your turn as normal.
Um,
I don't think the concentration. Let me check something. I don't know if it applies to like damage over time. But anyway, continue. You pass it regardless.
it's every time I've changed my health, it's just popped up, so I've just been rolling it. Let's see.
Yeah, damage over time does. All right. Damn, that's gross. That's scary.
Well, might as well. I
He's a cooking something up.
if I'm standing right here, is that's putting me in melee with this guy, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I step right here, and that should let me go. That okay. And X is going to cast lightning bolt.
They're ready. All right. And what's our damage? 31. Resistant to this. Boop.
5.
Guy. This is a charge.
Back to here. And smallest person in the party with a billowing cloak is going to stand in front of the largest person in the party as a shield.
So yeah, the lightning goes through both of these entities. You'd see like some of the flesh cauterize and sizzle and pop. Hefty amount of damage. Climax. 1d6 to start your turn. So you take 6 damage and make a concentration check. Because I looked it up, and apparently damage over time does trigger concentration checks.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm gonna break my concentration anyway, so. So yeah, it doesn't matter. I broke it,
All right.
and then going to attack the guy.
And while you're doing that,
Okay.
as far as the lightning bolt goes, yeah, it ripped through both of them, and you would see like little like the blood droplets, like there's like lightning arcing between some of them and like hitting him too. All right, so let's see what damage that is. Quite enough, okay. Oh, still standing.
That hit.
That would hit. Also, don't forget the inspiration from the thing I would do.
Okay. So
15, 15. Okay. All right. And all done?
yeah, I'm good with my bonus action. Okay.
That is as far as it can move normally. It moved up about 20 feet and is barely holding itself together. And you know what? Like a bear. Okay, yeah. And it's gonna it's gonna double move up the price. And as it does so, you can see like the fleshy bits that you guys have been like, you know, strategically removing and knocking off and hacking away and eldritch blasting and lightning bolting, and this thing is barely keeping its form together. You can see like a rotted liver fall out and like a kidney fall out and like some intestines fall, like it's falling apart. And as it's dying, undying breath, it shambles as quickly as it can up to Price as you see its body just falling apart. And as it does so, it effectively... But I need Price and Kino to make dexterity saves. As it's basically flinging its corpse at you as its final breath. And Kaito, what is your dexterity save?
Oh,
And just when
Anybody
you got
get
an
an
inspiration,
inspo?
here's another one.
well, I've gotten one from Maltani. Does anyone need one? Or this one go to the void?
I don't have one.
All right, take it.
I think everybody has inspiration now. Any inspiration from this point goes to the void.
Is there any damage entailed with this dex save?
Yep, I am doing that right now.
Okay. Here we go.
It's not that much. Seven. But Kaido, you
boy.
rolled a nat 20, so I'd say you just don't take anything.
Nice. I'll take that 3 back.
But Price is completely covered.
Oh. Wait, did this thing just implode on us? Is that what happened?
Basically.
Oh. Oh, that's disgusting. So, oh.
So, Kaido, you jump out of the way of like the main bulk of it as this thing just collapses, but like a wave of flesh. Rotted flesh, mind you, so it stinks horribly. And it like you get some like, you know, viscera on you, but nothing like impact. while his price is completely and utterly smothered by it. And
Oh god.
Price, as this
Good
thing
thing.
falls on top of you, it's almost like everything. You have dark vision. It's like as it does so, you see like different parts of different creatures, and among them is like, you'd see like a skull and a face, but like partially decayed. Like this thing is still eating or rotting away some corpses in here,
I picture
almost like
kind
a
of
horror movie.
narratively potentially the reason Price didn't get out of the way is he just sees this thing running at him and it's just like falling apart and it's disgusting and oozy, and he just starts casting prestidigitation on himself just constantly, just over and over and over and over and over. Just eyes are widening as it's getting closer. He's just spamming that on himself, and I'm sure it's like a very odd looking, like just getting doused by like the slime in Nickelodeon, and then all of a sudden it's just like being completely clean and trying to tiptoe out of this mess.
But the battle isn't over as the cultist, the man in black robes, moves up. And anybody within 30 feet gets to
30
make me a
feet of-
dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy, here we go
Except for
again.
Price, as you are currently, funny enough, safe while this thing has fallen on top
Mother.
of you. So Vimac is safe, so Kalia needs to make a save.
You know, Tawny.
Or
Kalia's
Altani.
more than 30 feet away. Sorry.
Kalia's journal.
What's the 5?
So you both take 5 damage.
Is it magic or
It is physical.
half? Okay.
But if it's an attack again, I can use evasion.
It's not an attack, but yeah, you could use
wait,
evasion because
so-
it's dex save.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that.
So you get to roll it again. I think, right? Yeah. Advantage.
It's if you fail, where you would take full damage, you just take half.
Half. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just take half.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
2
What
damage.
amount do I? 2. Okay.
But you did still technically fail, which adds a tick. Well, you two hadn't failed to save yet, so at the start of your turns, you take 1d6 damage.
Okay.
As the needles
Wait,
have plunged into
Oh,
you.
it's 14 or higher. Okay.
Well, wait. You know
Alright,
what?
so I take it now?
I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that then, because I don't wanna.
Well,
Right?
normally I would say you kind of need to declare that before the result of the thing happening, but I'll allow it because it's kind of getting late, so it's like, eh.
So I take
Yeah.
4, right? And it's the full 4?
None. There we go.
So, yes.
Well, and you had given us all the information before. You said just like he did the last time, roll deck save. So you had told
none.
us, like, if I would have been more awake, yeah, I would have known what to expect.
Does a 26 and a 20 hit? And one's a crit.
They both hit, and the inspiration probably goes to Altani because she just used the inspiration.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Um,
Thank goodness.
I don't know how to roll a crit with Barbarian Rage. So I
Just-
think I'll go to roll it as a normal.
So just roll the damage and then just roll it twice. Well, Sorry, it's weapon damage. Sorry. I keep getting my shit mixed up between games. So I think we've been doing it as the weapon
There's the
damage twice
critical
and then
hit.
add everything after that.
And then that's a normal barbarian roll, so it'd be the +2 from barbarian rage, so it'd been 13 and 18.
Okay. That's a crit, so that counts
I
as
think.
3 charges.
I think that's right.
Okay. So you would see as you're swinging at this guy, the blood needles slash orbs are, taking the brunt of damage. You're still hitting them, but they're kind of forming to try and reduce the damage of your blows.
Can I use an
So-
He's very
inspiration
sturdy.
so that she can, so that Kaito can reroll a crit?
Like the crit damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Any dice roll.
Oh, you want me to re-roll it then?
Yeah.
All right. No, not that one. So roll the crit again. 21. +2, so
Plus-
23.
All right. Unchained. Because this boss,
Oh, I see
Is
why. Yeah,
it-
that did really roll low, didn't it?
Yeah, it was
A
like
charge
each dice
system.
rolled super low.
so it's more per hit than damage. In this particular guy. All right. So we did
How
that.
did you
we
use
did that.
yours, or do you want me to use mine?
I use mine.
Okay.
So Altani.
All right. So, well, let's see. I'll just attack. Oh, let's see. So,
There are people
gonna
adjacent to him.
yeah. Well, oh yeah, I guess. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and still yeah. I'll just go ahead and let's go ahead and attack. Um.
Let's see. A 15 would hit.
All right. Sneak attacky. 31 damage.
Nice.
Thanks.
He is still
Also,
standing.
don't forget about your Vex.
Oh, right. So I get advantage on the
The second
next
attack. Yep.
Yeah, I was like, oh, perfect. And then 5 for the next attack of
All right.
damage.
He is still standing.
Wow. I'll go ahead and
He's a
actually,
beefologist.
I'll step. He keeps coming around, so I'm gonna step even further away and end my
Keeps
turn.
going- This creeper just following us.
Right? Read the
All
room,
right.
buddy.
Rice, you are currently buried under a corpse pile.
Is it gonna take movement for me to like get out?
Yes.
Okay. Shit. Was it half movement probably?
So to unbury yourself, let's see. So you can crawl out, but you'd be prone, and I'd say that take half your movement. So if you want to crawl out from under it and stand up, that would be your whole that'd be all your movement because you'd be crawling out and then standing up, which would be the other half.
Okay, with that being said, I'm cool with that, but would that mean that I'm standing just here? Or
Yes.
could I crawl out like over here?
So you can crawl out on whichever side you want. It's going to take half your movement regardless to get off from
Okay.
under it.
So would I be able to get on this side of it and potentially have flanking?
Well, flanking would be
I know it would be directly behind,
there.
but if I didn't have any, like, would I be able to get there?
You would not.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll
so
crawl.
you could if you crawled there.
Yeah,
Because it would be half of your movement to get off from under it, and then you could crawl. You'd just be prone behind this guy.
I would still be prone, and you can't. Can you attack when you're prone?
Yeah, it's just a disadvantage.
But it would be normal because we'd be flanking.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah. This is kind of just
This is the sneakiest sneak attack.
redefine ankle biter. Price is gonna crawl out from under this thing, and I'm just picturing Kaito like noticing Price. He's just belly crawling out. It's just covered in muck, and he just looks up at at Kaito, and he's kind of got like this weird, sort of like wildish looking grin on his face, and he just winks. And then he's gonna bite this thing with the primal savagery.
So great.
With this crazed look in his eye.
And just for morbid curiosity, just roll one more attack roll. Okay, it was a morbid curiosity thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd hit.
Nice. And that is acid damage, technically. 18. And that will be my turn. Ooh, actually, I still have a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Okay. Where is it? Word on Kaito.
Oh, thank you.
6. Great. Man, this is the worst it could have been.
Can we inspo that roll?
Yep. Any dice roll.
Let's do it. Take my inspo. I need more help.
All right. Go.
Hey.
There gets a little better.
Little
That will
bit
be my
more.
turn.
Alrighty. Mac. We start the turn off with some d6.
I didn't do that for me. I don't think.
Didn't we? Thought we did.
I get that at the beginning of my turn too, right?
Yeah, it's at the beginning of turns. That's right, yeah, because you failed it. Yeah, he rolled a 10. It's hard to track some of these debuffs without proper markers. Alright, so, Mac, what are you doing?
My visibility is all weird.
What's going on with it? Do you have dark vision?
Oh, actually, I don't right now. I
Yeah,
lost it.
that would make sense.
Okay. Yeah, because I lost it with my familiar. Um,
So you're
What do you
just
need?
sort of, feeling around in the darkness now because nobody had a torch with them.
wouldn't Kaito have needed a torch?
He used to until he remembered that he's a barbarian that could see in the dark.
He was
Um,
cosplaying somebody who couldn't see in the dark. Just didn't want everybody else, just want to make sure everybody else felt, included.
What can I do?
So if you're attacking and you can't see, it's just a disadvantage. Because there's still like noise going on. It's just you don't have a solid lock on them. I think. Let me
And
check.
what? Why am I continue taking damage?
The blood spikes in you.
How long? Like I don't. Is there any? Do I have any idea of how long?
Nope.
Okay. So I took damage, right?
Yep.
So, then I am going to.
Yeah, it's a
Damage while
disadvantage.
taking damage. I'm going to miss the escape.
Where you miss the escaping to? Technically, you can't see, but I'll go with the hallway. That's fine.
Because I have 4 health, so there and roll a d10.
Oh wait, no. Wouldn't you have more than that? Because didn't you roll the 10 hit points before?
I lost those.
Okay. Five more. All right. Anything else?
My move.
Running away in the darkness, feeling along the wall.
Yeah.
So, Altana, you can hear the sounds of your, was it giant or Goliath? Goliath?
Goliath.
Goliath. Goliath compatriot, like, running away.
Well, I would
The
have,
big guy is running.
because it's misty, so I wouldn't be able to see him running, right?
So
Like the
the
misty
misty
step
step
is
you
like just
wouldn't
disappears.
see. You see him like
Yeah.
teleport and then start like
Yeah.
bumping into the wall, but like running in the opposite direction.
Oh, I see.
Eventually, I'll call out and be like, "Who was that? Was that one of us?"
I got my inspiration back already.
Yay!
Okay,
And feel free to
yes.
describe how you finally slice through this guy's defensive blood barriers
Probably very
and
vicious.
cut
Like
him down.
very upset and very hurting.
Why can you guys not see the fight? This is bothering me.
Probably extra smashing
This.
involved.
Why is that?
But once he's done, he's gonna look at Price like, "You good?"
Yeah.
Be able to see by everybody.
Where's everyone else? I don't see
I don't know.
anybody.
That big fucking thing fell on me.
Yeah,
And you were
I was
still covered
torn
in
between
viscera.
helping you or hitting this guy, and I decided to hit this guy.
Try some.
Glad you're all right.
Price is gonna get up and finally prestidigitation himself.
Oh.
Kyle's gonna look around and be like,
works.
"Otani, bye, Mac."
Well, you can still talk to me mentally.
He is still half enraged. The battle just ended.
Like,
He's not
I mean,
thinking
are
that
you
far.
thinking about talking to
No,
me?
he's literally shouting. I just didn't want to yell
Oh.
into my mic because my dad's asleep. It's midnight. I'm tired. I don't want to yell at my mic.
I mean, that is understandable. Mentally, I'll be like, "Yeah, Kaido, I'm here. I'm just
Oh.
around the corner."
He's gonna think back. I forgot you had this thing going.
Feel like it's
Where's
all right. It's been a long
Mac? I
fight.
don't see him.
Oh, you know what? I heard somebody running down the hall. He must have Missy stepped out.
He's bigger than I am, ain't he? Why is he
I mean,
running?
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. How much damage had he taken? Faymac, you doing okay, bud?
Not do too well.
As
Kaido,
you hear
yeah,
his
you-
voice echoing from down the hall, the cave.
Well, that or I mean, would you be talking or talking to me mentally?
Well,
It'd be pretty
if
funny
you called me mentally, I would respond mentally.
Yeah. I was gonna say it'd be pretty funny for you to respond verbally, so I'd be like, "Oh yeah, that was definitely Vimac." But yeah, I'll just let him know. Be like,
What
"Oh
if I
yeah,
set him
well
to
it
also
probably was."
honor?
He says he's not doing too well, kind of. So
That works.
I was about to pop back around and hit the guy again. Is he
did.
down? Oh,
I think he's
good.
dead anyway. Can I check to make sure he's dead? I mean, I did wail on him a lot, but
So then
Yeah, he did.
Vimac wouldn't be receiving any more damage, right? Because the needles would stop digging in, right?
Correct. So
Yeah.
it kind of seems like once this guy finally took his dying breath, the blood needles just turned to like normal blood and just kind of melted away.
I checked this guy's pockets for anything important.
So you pick up the corpse and turn him upside down and shake him, and
That seems
Oh,
bad.
we will go through his loot next time because we are
Nice.
over time and people are tired.
Yeah, I got work tomorrow. Great, I
Thanks
get to
for
go
letting-
in an hour later, thankfully, because this
Right,
ran
there
a
you
little
go.
longer than normal. But
Well,
that
thankfully
was
we
fun.
were able to finish that fight out, so that's good.
Yeah.
That was definitely a nasty guy. Guys.
Plural.
Yes. The cultists were great though. Pew, you're dead. Pew, you're dead.
I mean, you had the right tool for the job for the most part.
Right.
Only 3 of them had observable wounds.
Which meant that the other guy couldn't use the blood from them, right?
Yeah, you'd probably gather that much, like OC,
Okay.
because there was no pools of blood for him to draw from. So
Mhm.
which would have made him much worse. Anyway,
Yeah.
That was a good fight, though. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. And we made it out alive. Time to go back to our safe little cave room
For a
and do
while,
rest.
I was riding around like 6 HP. That's why I ended up
Oh.
using my potion.
Oh,
I was-
no.
But back
I
up
was
to
waiting-
20 now.
On that turn when I used the vine, I was gonna heal you. Then I was like, it's not gonna make a difference if you're still surrounded and you get hit,
Yeah.
Right.
because I'm not gonna out heal the hit. And then I
And
was
if-
like, Kaito could disengage, but that's still gonna keep us all in like kind of a shitty situation.
Yeah.
And
great
that was
call.
before we even had the cone attack happen, and so wasn't even factoring that in.
Yeah, that was nasty.
For a sec there, I was pretty sure that I was gonna have to heal someone that went down to bring him back.
If it
Well,
had
and
been
I was-
anyone other than the barbarian enraged, I would have gone down like 3 times.
Yeah,
I was
Not
saving
rage.
the
Oh my god.
micro heal because I thought, just in case anybody's like really in trouble, I'll save it for that because it's not super effective. But in a pinch, like 5 hit points can be
It's
helpful.
5 hit points, It could be
Exactly.
the difference between being dead or dead.
if
Yeah,
you go
dead or deader,
unconscious,
right?
then 1 hit point brings you back.
Yeah.
So a lot of people like OOC, a lot of people that play healing types won't heal you if you're taking a bunch of damage. They'll just wait till you go down, and then
Right.
they'll heal you to bring you back up, just situationally, because it's like you can, yeah, that was
Only
That's pretty wild.
potential thing is like they can lose their turn, right?
All right.
if it's
gotta
like
go to bed.
a lot of situational type stuff.
Yeah,
But
so-
that's
Night,
fun.
night,
Love you guys.
night,
Good night.
Seiji. Night.
late,
Right.
so they could lose their turn, but I think a lot of people look at it mathematically where whether you take 2 damage that brings you to 0, or if you take 23, you've effectively, like, any damage that goes over beyond that 0 threshold is just mute. So it's like, if I hit you for, granted there are rules for it, but if you have a total hit point of like, I don't know, 100 or something, and I hit you for 50, and you had 1 hit point left, 49 of those hit points don't matter. So you've effectively soaked 49 damage, and then the next
Mhm.
turn somebody was going to get you back up anyway.
Right.
So I think that's the
Also, it's
typical
kind of-
like mathematical approach to it.
It's kind of like the OOC thing too, which I don't care for because you wouldn't think this way in character, but you have multiple death saving throws. And so there's even like not only do you go down, but you're not dead for potentially 3 turns. And
Right.
so it's like I don't like that thought process of being like, "Oh, I'll wait that you have death saving throws, so and then I'll heal you next round when you've been unconscious for 2 or 3 rounds." It's like that doesn't make sense to me, but I can
Yeah.
see people seeing it that way,
And
And my thought process was, if I'm gonna heal Kaito for a max of 8 or 10, and this thing's hitting for like easily 20, it's just kind of
Pointless.
pointless at
Negligible.
that point. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
and now it gets to the threshold of like, well, I feel shitty for not healing, but if I'd rather bring you back than not have that spell slot later. So,
Well, yeah, because then you can't use that on anyone else. So if you use it and it ends up
Mhm.
being kind of pointless, then that's someone else
spell
you
slot's
could have healed.
gone. Exactly.
yeah,
Or
like
damage you could have
basically,
done or whatever.
unless you're spec'd into healing, because I've
Mhm.
played like a
Yeah.
healing cleric, and it's like I never waited for people to get knocked down. I waited for them to get low
can-
because
Yeah.
if you do a big heal and it's like, okay, well now I overhealed. Well, now 10 of those hit points that I healed you for just go into the void, So it's also
Yeah.
hmm
that inverse of it too.
Right.
Yeah, true.
But that's if you're spec'd for healing, which would make sense that you'd want to do it. You'd have the
You would be
facilities to do
Right.
smaller heals and more of
you're
them.
capable. And you're capable
Yeah.
of doing like really big ones too that would bring someone from like 10 hit points potentially back to full. So it's
Right.
like that's worth it for one spell to get you back all the way up. Yeah. So and healers, typically clerics, have some really really good healing spells.
I think at one of these days I want to play like a heavy metal cleric, somebody who, almost kind of like gnomes mentality a little bit, kind of, but like a cleric, but like likes heavy metal. Maybe they're like a little bit of a goth kid, I don't know.
Surprisingly sounds familiar.
Well,
we
with all the domains, you could even pick a domain.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just clerics are very like you'd have to do a good bit of knowing of your spells because clerics are pretty much
Sure.
just spells. Like the strength of the cleric
Yeah.
is in their spells, so you
That
have to
makes
like
sense.
really know the
Health feats and
list.
stuff. It sounds like so there's a character in our Tuesday session that is dual spec, primarily cleric, but 1 point into rogue, and they play on the rogue sort of thieving, sort of cunning. They're a cleric, but they're also not like a holy cleric. They're very much
trickster.
into trickster,
awesome.
like dark deception stuff. So it's like kind of along the lines of what you were describing, and then the way that
Oh,
they
that's
play the class is also kind of along the lines of what you're describing, I think too. So and
sounds
it
like
works really
fun.
well.
Okay, and it sounds like just fun and like a healing Loki almost would be pretty great.
Yeah, right.
That'd be awesome.
All right. So, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys popping in and lurking. Announcement-y things. So we do this every Wednesday. Try to do it every Wednesday at 5:30 Pacific. Being real, we kind of end up starting a little bit late. But over on Twitch, for those of you on the YouTube, like I said, we do this on Twitch, Twitch TV/cubed222. Later. Yeah, so we do this over on Twitch, Twitch TV/cubed222. Like I said, every Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll be back at it to our usual variety stream time, which I fire up at 6 o'clock Pacific. Sometimes maybe like 5 minutes after, but usually I'm pretty good at being on time for that. And then this Friday. We have a collab coming up, so that's gonna be fun. So yeah, we got stuff on the docket tomorrow. Game wise, well, I guess you'll just have to follow or be here to find out what we're playing. Anywho, with that being said, those of you on the YouTube, come on by sometime. Don't be afraid. I don't bite that hard unless you're trying to take my treasure, because we dragons love our hordes. But with that being said, y'alls enjoy your evening or morning, and I will catch y'alls again next time, i.e. tomorrow. But until tomorrow comes, be good to yourselves, be good to others. Compassion is key. And remember, don't split the party. All right, until next time. Peace.